This mutation is called Decade of Decadence and it is being played on Rift to Korhal. We have 3 mutators active. We have Lucky Envelopes, we have Fireworks, and we have Gift Exchange. So let us talk about these mutators a little bit because these ones are not very common. So Lucky Envelopes and Fireworks appeared usually together on missions like Lock and Load, and these were part of the Chinese New Year event, I think it was called the Ulnar New Year event, but it's basically the Chinese New Year. And Lucky Envelopes is one of those mutators that is objectively good. There are no negative effects of this mutator. What you get is very similar to the Slim Pickings pickup drops that are available on the map, but you also have access to your full mineral line mining rates. So this is just a good mutator that just improves the quality of your economy significantly. Now, Fireworks is very similar to Self-Destruction. The difference between Fireworks and Self-Destruction is that Self-Destruction, when an enemy unit dies, it deals a little bit of damage in the area that it died. But in Fireworks, it will actually try and target some of the units that are in the vicinity of the unit that has died, and the Fireworks deals a lot more damage. So, very dangerous mutator there, and you actually end up losing a lot of units as a result of Fireworks. And then lastly, we have Gift Exchange, which you appeared on Void Launch, but it also appeared on Cradle of Death. And you can see here the effects of these fireworks just dealing so much damage to this bunker, and this bunker will get unloaded right now, and just see the damage up there. So Gift Exchange is going to be the one here that is going to be a little bit interesting, because our resident meme lords have come up with a very interesting strategy. We are feeling in a very festive mood, they are feeling very generous, they are generous gods, and they are planning to give Amon all the gifts that spawn on the map. Now, if you have ever played Gift Exchange, you will realize that this may not be a wise idea, because Amon's gifts are significantly better than the gifts that you get. Amon gets Scourge, Amon gets Mutators, Amon gets Hybrids, Amon gets all sorts of nasty stuff, and you usually end up getting one Scout or one random Queen or something else like along those lines. So this is going to be an interesting game to watch. Again, as usual, this is a meme game. Don't go yelling at me saying that this is not effective play, because this is not what this channel is about. I've had a number of people telling me that this is not efficient play. They were floating so many minerals. They were doing so many things. Aha! It's like, this is not the idea. The idea is to have fun, do these mutators, and actually have a game that's enjoyable to watch. So this one is indeed a lot of fun. And you can just see here the fireworks meter just murdering half these banelings here for Zagara. And now Raynor has his Banshee Airstrike, and the Banshee Airstrike again just drops so much damage. Yeah, it's about 50 damage for one firework here. And that basically means Raynor's Marines are not going to be having a good day if they get hit with these fireworks until they get the, I think, level 2 armor upgrades is what's necessary, unless they have the combat shields as well. Okay, so they have their combat shields. Keep them alive just a little bit. You know, they might have lost maybe an arm and, you know, half their body, but they'll survive. And now we have another attack wave that is on the way. The next gift has also spawned for Amon, so Amon will promptly go and capture that. This attack wave has just finished passing the enemy base here in Zagara, and Raynor's 3 Marines are pretty much ready to intercept that, and those Marines are not going to be having a good day. Oh, so no, they did it, getting one shot there. And that is the end of those Marines' careers as Marines. We have a Hyperion that has been used now. Just draw a little bit of aggro, and the Hyperion has to start kiting. It has to keep moving. You can see these fireworks are just trying to intercept this Hyperion, and actually dealing a good amount of damage to the Hyperion itself. And that is pretty much going to be the Hyperion just trying to get as much value as possible. A few more Yamato cannons as well, just weakening the enemy forces. And this gift has spawned a bunch of Banelings, and there are a lot of Banelings, and I think these Vultures also dropped a few Spire Mines there. That is pretty much the entirety of Raynor's Banshee Airstrike gone, and these Banelings intercept the Banelings' nest to go back to their home, or so they thought, triggering the fireworks and pretty much wiping out Zagara's mineral line right there. Hyperion's still getting a lot of good value there and ends up killing off a bunch of Amon's units that are defending that camp. And now Raynor is going to be putting down some more of his planetary, or not planetary fortresses, the orbital command centers, ready to go. And He'll be combining the lucky envelopes with the improved mining rates that he has, you know, his standard mining rates here with the mules, to try and just make sure that his economy is up and running and just be able to help his ally out and remax his army when he inevitably loses a lot of good men. Production wise, yeah, we can see we already have 3 command centers already on the way for Raynor. And that is actually really good. He's just building up a lot of command centers right now. He just wants to make sure that he is pretty much set and good to go. And he's going for the armor and the attack upgrades as well for his units. So that will provide him with not only the extra damage output, but also the amount of extra HP that will allow him to survive the onslaught of the fireworks. And the next gift has also spawned for Amon. We'll see what Amon gets out of that one. Structure-wise, Raynor is already sitting at 5 orbital command centers, so he's doing pretty well. He's sitting at 8 barracks as well. He just wants to be able to remax all of this, and Amon gets a kill bot. And this kill bot is not a regular kill bot. It does not have 5, 10, 15 kills. No, it has 30 kills. Lots of fireworks going down onto these banelings, and these banelings are pretty much getting murdered right now. And that one kill bot will have to try and feed onto these banelings and onto the rest of Raynor's army here. Making 30 kills, it does take a while. That is 30 whole kills. For Raynor, that is 30 supply of army that needs to get eaten up by that one kill bot. And that kill bot will actually end up doing that. These Marines are actually surviving the one-shot right now, so they're ending up getting pushed back. And this, I was talking about this during another mutation cast where kill bots are active. And you gotta make sure that you get the one-shots out, otherwise this happens. And now these Marines are pretty much like cannon fodder. They cannot really do anything because the second they push in, they gotta die. And fireworks are also gonna end up wiping them. There's another gift that has spawned here, but I think it has spawned on the... I don't know if it's possible to see the gift here. I can't see... I think it might have spawned right in the middle over there. And that means that this gift will not be capped by Amon, which gives these commanders a little bit of a reprieve. That might be a small bug there, but I guess they deserve a little bit of a break. They have been giving Amon a lot of gifts here, and Zagara now going to get intercepted by some more of these fireworks. These fireworks end up one-shotting pretty much half of these banelings in Zagara's army, and now Zagara is going to be using another Baneling barrage here. He ends up wiping out the hunter killers as well, and you just see the damage output here from these fireworks, pretty much one-shotting everything that is there. And Raynor's Marines now are sitting at 4 HP. These Marines over here, and they just ended up surviving? Is that what happened? Was it proven wrong again? That's actually kind of funny. And now again, a few more Marines drops, and they will end up clearing out that last Void Shard. There is another attack wave on the way now. Again, this attack wave is going to get larger and larger. This is a Mech-Terran attack wave. Raynor's Marines getting poked in a little bit by some of these fireworks. Now Zagara will have to try to intercept this attack wave. Very nice Baneling barrage on Zagara, but those fireworks end up hitting pretty much all of Raynor's Marines over here. There's a Star Step to try and dodge some of this, but the rest of these Marines end up dying. And now this guy is also sitting at 4 HP. And a few more fireworks coming out as well. These medics are going to end up promptly healing these Marines over here. They are going to end up running out of energy very, very quickly because they are going to have to be paid overtime now to keep healing these things. And now the next gift has spawned for Amon, and Amon's gift is in this area here. Now, the one thing to note about gift exchange, I think I should also mention this, is that, you know, again, if you are a little bit newer to this mutator, the earlier gifts will spawn near your base, so it's a little bit more accessible to you. But as the mission progresses, these gifts will spawn deep into enemy territory, very much like how Void Rifts works. So you don't have to really worry about intercepting these gifts very early in the game, but as your army gets bigger and as you start to reach the later stages of the game, you will have to try and push deep into enemy territory. And there are a lot of fireworks over here, lots of banelings going down. Amon gets the overcharged shuttles. And this is something else about gift exchange. Gift exchange, initially, when this mutator was first made, and then first appeared, it appeared on Void Launch. And one of the rewards for Amon was that the shuttles that spawned from the warp conduits, and from the launch base and heading toward the warp conduits, they would have a photon overcharge applied to the shuttles. But when this mutator was added also to Cradle of Death, when it appeared on Cradle of Death, this extra reward for Amon did not appear. Like it still existed, but when Amon got it, nothing basically happened because obviously there are no shuttles. So sometimes you may actually end up getting lucky, and if Amon ends up capping a gift, you will get overcharged shuttles, and then you can breathe a sigh of relief. So that is one thing that is going for these commanders. There's another attack wave now on the way, and Zagara is sending a bunch of Scourge to try and deal with the shuttle, with the Spirit Ship. The Spirit Ship will end up going down. There's another attack wave over here as well. Raynor taking a lot of heavy losses from these fireworks here, and there's another Radiate onto his Marines, and the rest of his Marines end up going down. The next attack wave is almost halfway through the map here, and Zagara needs to get her Banelings ready to try and deal with this, and this attack wave is going to be really, really nasty. There are a lot of Vultures over here, and there are a bunch of Siege Tanks as well. Fireworks coming in, and these Fireworks pretty much end up one-shotting the rest of these Duskwings. Hunter Killers on the front line here to just try and deal with the rest of this damage. Again, another overcharged shuttles. Very lucky for these commanders, but again, I guess they deserve a bit of a break. They have been taking a reasonable beating as a result of just giving Amon all of these gifts here. There's one random siege tank just shelling away at Raynor's orbital command center, but Zagara will promptly go and intercept that, and yeah, again, has to be a little bit careful. A few Banelings do get hit by the fireworks again, and Raynor is just going to try and push through and just try and deal with some of this, and he's just going to focus fire down these void charges. Like, you know what? I've lost a lot of good men already as a result of the fireworks mutator. I am done. I'm just gonna like A-click these void shards and let these guys wail on me for a while. And I think that might not be a terrible strategy here. This is gonna end up cleaning out the rest of these void shards. So that's one more void shard down. There's a few more fireworks here because these Marines did end up retargeting the rest of the enemy units here. That void shard goes down now, and I think these Marines do end up surviving, and they are kind of happy. They're like, yeah, I lived. Life is good. Dying, not so good. And now the next gift has spawned for Amon, and Amon will be very promptly going to go and pick up his presents, because Amon does like his presents very, very much. Lots of battle cruisers here completely wrecking Zagara's Roach drop right now, and Raynor is going to start pushing in and just sacrificing a lot of good men over here. These guys thought they had lived, but they were very, very greatly mistaken. One last medic tries to get out of the way, just like, nope, I have seen a lot of death for today, I'm ready to retire. And now Amon gets Shrink Wave, and Shrink Wave basically lasts for 60 seconds. And what it does is it reduces your attack damage by 50%. So a commander like Zagara might be okay because she's still able to deal a good chunk of damage, but Raynor gets significantly impacted by that because Raynor's Marines have a very low attack damage to start, and they rely on their attack speed. So it means that Amon's Terran army, which is armored usually, does end up mitigating a lot of his damage output. So Raynor has basically been neutered for 60 seconds before he is able to deal any significant chunks of damage to Amon. And now we are closing in on the 18-minute mark, and these commanders will probably want to push through before nasty stuff happens. Because remember, the Amon can get mutators. Propagators is very possible. You can get transmutation, which could be even more catastrophic. You get a lot of nasty mutators here, and if Amon ends up getting a mutator that is not very favorable, you could end up just losing the game right then and there, especially if you have something like transmutation active. So these commanders will probably want to try and deal with this. Zagara wants to go, and I think she wants to deal with this pirate ship before they go ahead and they clear the rest of this mission. So this pirate ship will end up getting one shot by a good chunk of Scourge here. Very good calculation there for Zagara as well on the Scourge count. And this next gift is in the process of getting captured by Amon, and we will see what gift Amon gets now. This hybrid also ended up die, not before taking out a bunch of Marines with it. So Amon has got a bunch of Scourge, and these Scourge are going to spawn from this gift, and this is going to be really, really nasty because the amount of Scourge increases throughout the course of the game. Lots of Marines over here, they do end up killing off the Scourge, but not before the Scourge actually get back. And then a few more detonations of the Scourge over there, they end up killing off the bunch of Zagara Banelings. And again, we have another Banshee airstrike to try and deal with the Vultures. These Vultures actually spawn from the gift cap wave, so when the gifts spawn, there is a small escort wave that is sent to try and capture these gifts. So once those guys are done their job, they will actually be given an attack command towards players' bases. So that's where those Vultures came from. A few more Banshees over here. Nice scan from Raynor. And we end up cleaning out some of these Banshees, but not before taking some more losses from the siege tank that is ending up that's sieged up over there. One SCV repairing the siege tank, getting so much value right now, killing all that one last Marine. This is very, very inhumane. And now the next gift has spawned for Amon, and Amon will again promptly go and capture his present. And there is another attack wave now on the way, and this is going to be a little bit dangerous as well. Amon's gifts can be really nasty if you're not really paying attention. You have to see what he gets. You have to try and find a way of countering this. Zagara and Raynor jumping in right now, and there are a lot of them. Actually, look. Okay, there was a lot of carnage over there. There was a lot of carnage, but that was very nice and colorful and pretty and nice looking. So Starcraft is a good looking game, if I have to say so myself. And what is Amon going to get right now? This enemy base has been weakened a good chunk, so there are a lot of units here that are dead. Temporary mutator, Amon gets just die. That's what I was talking about earlier. Saying that if you get really nasty mutator, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to clear the mission. You can see that most of these enemy units are already dead because these commanders have been pushing in for the last 5 minutes into this base and applying a lot of pressure. So I think this base will end up getting cleared out reasonably quickly. Again, there are 3 more void shards left, and Zagara's just going to A-click right onto these void shards. So this is pretty much the rest of this mission done. I think Zagara's just going to A-click directly onto that void shard, clearing out that damage. And oops, I accidentally A-clicked something else here. And let's see what the units lost are. 530 Marines have died. 666 Monka S Banelings have died. And 393 big Banelings. 1 Zagara. That is a new main. But those are all the void shards down. And that is GG.